Let's go. It's been so long. Yes. It's been we're back here, MMA SmokeDown. Or sorry, I'm loaded already. MMA. We were just recording that. NFL SmokeDown. We out here. We're back after a few weeks. I was gone on the European tour, and now we're back just in time for playoffs. Playoffs. And the wild card weekend. But yeah, man, shout outs to Dr. Chris, the winner, the 6th seed in the Gen G Fantasy League, almost barely made it in the playoffs.
And won it all.
Man. I was seeing that in a lot of leagues, actually, man, that the top 2 seeds didn't really win. They all lost in the championships in a lot of leagues I was in, and even in other friends' leagues. I was unfortunately a victim of that type of stuff because in 4 out of 5 leagues, I was in the playoffs or top with a bye week and lost them all. Didn't win one league.
That's the worst. Is the worst
third place and everything.
The worst is coming off that bye week in fantasy and then losing. That's
and Survivor Survivor pool. It was 3 people left, and of course I picked was it the Eagles in that 1 week they lost to? Well, they lost a whole bunch of weeks, but yeah, devastating. I was the 3rd place, which doesn't get shit.
Yeah, I made it. Oh, you got to change that up, man. You got to get the rules where at least 3rd place get their buyback. But yeah, I made it to 4 championships in my fantasy this year. I ended up winning 3 of them. So
that's lit. You just need to win 1 to make it worth it.
No, yeah, and one of them that I won was like one of the big ones too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was like, it was a cool, nice little post Christmas / going into the new year little thing. Shout out to Devontae Adams, man. He for sure won me my shit. That boy balled out last week. Mm-hmm. Who else did well? John Allen been doing good all year. It was crazy, bro. It was a championship, and fucking McCaffrey got hurt, so I thought it was a wrap, bro. But then we ended up coming back and we took that shit.
Mm-hmm. Man, yeah, man. Where we left off, man, we haven't been super hot this for the NFL season per se. I think where we left off at was week 15. Just on my notes right here that I got, looks like from what I was correct on, it was a rough outing for us here. Week 15, you went 1-3, -2 units, not too bad, just -2 units. But yeah, 12-31, -7 units, and I went 0-4 in week 15 in the show, and was -4.5 units. I'm 27-20 plus 4.9 units in the season of 15 weeks. So I think it was a much needed break. Because especially the last few weeks, obviously the teams that are motivated, and then many teams rest their players. Like we saw week 18, for those that watched it, a lot of teams were resting players.
But that is the last one of the season too. So
yeah, but for betting purposes, one thing that is crazy is that you would think that if one team's resting all their players, like for example the Chiefs, week 18, they rested everyone. Guess what? They still came through. You know what I'm saying? And they were underdogs.
That's also depends how good your subs are, man. Like your backups, like Niner game and the Rams, they all had their scrubs in for most of the game.
Yeah.
And then what's telling about that game was like the only starter that played the whole game was Jake Booty, and he's the one who blew the game for the Niners. So
man, it was a close game. Niners were controlling the beginning, a lot of it, and then
but also if Jake Booty never missed those field goals, bro, that's 4 points. He missed a 37-yarder and then an extra point.
Yeah.
Well, so you feel me? And the Niners only lost by 1 point that game. So
yeah, it shouldn't have been that close, like you said. Like it shouldn't have been to that situation, but somehow Carson Wentz wins when it doesn't matter, and. But the Rams are in the playoffs, so also, with the Niners. So.
That's probably shit. I was gonna say that's probably gonna be the rematch. Because I think the Rams are gonna beat the Lions.
Man, I'm kind of on that same wavelength.
To me, this is just my opinion, of course.
But a lot of people I feel like are saying this. At least
Lions been looking phony, bro. Like when they play a good team, they look shitty.
Their defense is shitty when they play a good team.
But even Goff be doing stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? He should be fired up though, because he's gonna be playing against his old team and Sean McVay. You feel me? That's like his enemy. But then also Stafford gonna go against his old Detroit team in the D. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and they usually put up a lot of points. That's the difference. But let's get into it on the schedule wise. Let me share this off with y'all. The playoff schedule.
First game is Saturday, right?
Yeah, man. First game is Saturday the 13th here. We got a 1:30 p.m. Pacific game. Cleveland in Houston, the rematch. They had a game earlier in the season, I believe, without CJ Stroud, right? And it was a close game.
He got
And
hurt in it, right? Or I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I don't remember that this game was hurt, but I know they played last time. And last time that they played, the Browns actually won, right?
Yeah. Well, Browns are like number one defense. Especially the last few weeks, Flacco's been out there like balling, putting up crazy stats. You know what I'm saying? So they've been banged up though, so I think this rest is going to be good for them. Amari Cooper should return. I mean, speaking of fantasy, he's the one who took me to the championship in one league that I won, where he dropped 50 points in fantasy football.
Yeah, I had him on a team too, a league that I was not even in the playoffs, so it just was pointless.
But he should be back, and then like Flacco, like if you watched that last game where he didn't play, where everybody was hyping Cooper, he was balling against the Jets. It was Jets defense who I was nervous as hell. I was asking if I should play Cooper or not, but he ended up being on IR anyways. But I wish I would have picked up Flacco for that game and started him. I would have been going ham because he went stupid that last game.
Yeah. The line opened Cleveland -1.5 on the road, now -2.5. And what is it? The under over is open 43.5, now 44.5. Yeah, man. I mean, Stroud obviously being back is a huge deal. It's like everything. But yeah, I like Cleveland early. I feel like everyone's on the same side though. And it does concern me. And it hasn't gotten to that -3 yet, which I would have liked to see. But I'm gonna ride the momentum of Flacco and the better defense. And see, it might be a shootout. You never know. But I like
think
that
the defense will be better on the Browns because like a lot of their guys who've been hurt are coming back. Like what's his name? He's been playing, but he should be like more close to 100% now. Myles Garrett, I think Denzel Ward's coming back.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping their defense is going to prevail through. But
it would be dope for like Houston for the rookie shit. I mean, CJ Stroud pretty much got it locked up, the rookie of the year, right?
Yeah, I mean, who else is going to get it?
I mean, like what the league been saying is that he's going to get offensive rookie of the year, and then defensive rookie of the year would be his teammate on the Texans, the linebacker. So that'd be pretty crazy. Really? Yeah.
That'd be crazy. That means they got a real promising future. So
I mean, yeah, and then look, D'Amico's first year as a head coach. That's our Niners former defensive coordinator. Like, hey, pretty soon the league is going to be just full of Niner offensive coordinators and defensive coordinator as head coaches, bro.
Yeah, the Texans did hit on some nice rookies, bro. Nico Collins and young talent. You know what I'm saying?
Is Nico Collins a rookie? Tank Dell's a rookie.
Tank Dell. But Nico Collins is young also.
Yeah.
He might be a sophomore, but I'm not. But yeah, like as far as this goes, man, I'm gonna ride it. I already bet it early. I also put some on the money line -125. Next up, that same night, we got a nice chilly game, man. It might be 0 degrees in Kansas City. Miami traveling all the way to Kansas City after a crazy comeback loss for Miami. The Bills came back and pretty much beat Miami out, man, which is kind of crazy. What do you think with all this injuries that Miami's facing? The line is already going towards KC, by the way. It's -3.5, now -4.
Rightfully so. Miami's been looking like a shell of their team from the beginning of the year. Lot of injuries, so you got to like blame it on that. But yeah, I think that's the main thing is the injury bug. They lost both their outside linebackers who were balling pretty much this season. With what's the light skinned dude's name? I don't know. I forget his name. Jalen something, and then Bradley Chubb. Also, Tyreek is banged up. You see the last play of the game, he had to come out. He was actually coming out that whole game against the Bills. But for that last drive, he wasn't in there because he got hurt on the play before. And you can see like Tua was forcing shit to try to get to him.
Yeah, and the cold doesn't help. Definitely not. It doesn't help the Dolphins in Miami. So
yeah, I think that the injuries is what's going to be going to be like for Miami in this game because like they've been playing like hella good this year, but now like the injuries and against the Kansas City Chiefs who are like it's a whole new season now. We're in the playoffs. They look like mid, but now it's like time to turn it up. And I feel like that defense got more firepower to take out the offense, especially with Waddle still got his ankle still kind of hurt. I think they've been saving him for the playoffs. And then like Tyreek again also. He's been hurt. And then Mostert's been hurt too. A-Chain hasn't really been balling like before. So yeah, I got the Chiefs, bro.
Yeah, I like the Chiefs. The line's moving already. I mean, if you like the Chiefs side, the 4 is fine. Don't let it get to -4.5. But yeah, I mean, with the weather, all the factors of injury, everything you said, now we're seeing social media report a lot of the weather, hype.
Oh yeah, they're
Which
saying this since last week.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going to be cold, and the cold is always going to help the home team that plays in the cold. So, and here's the thing: experience. The Andy Reid,
Yeah, McDaniels.
Mahomes.
Yeah.
I like McDaniels. McDaniels is dope, but it's like he's more the young and upcoming. And right now, if it was full force, maybe it'll be changed if both teams were 100%. But KC's defense has been solid as hell, and they're the strength of their team, bro. So as soon as Mahomes, kind of even barely gets it to just a little bit more, then he's going to be able to at least win this. So, yeah, I like Kansas City as well. -4, money line parlay, whatever you like. The under-over is 45, now 44. So it looks like people like the under. The money's coming in on the under. Yeah, I mean, I can see why because of the cold, I guess.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, Miami's offense still pretty good. Kansas City could score, but yeah, I mean, I'm not going. It's hard to go over with this Kansas City offense, but we'll see. I'm not fucking with that total at all. Just a few more games here, and as each week it's going to dwindle down. It's going to be sad. We're going to have half the games every week.
You got to break them down, bro. You got to bring out the ins and outs. You got to bring out your studying.
Man, Sunday
break it down.
We got all day football, 10 a.m.
3 games on Sunday, right?
Yeah, 3 games. So you could go from morning to night. 10 a.m. Pittsburgh, going to Buffalo. The spread here is -10 Buffalo, man. It's crazy, right?
That's a fucked up spread. Just because the way Buffalo been kind of playing, like it's still raw, but it's like
Buffalo.
John Allen. You feel me? But and you never know. Pittsburgh might be on some fluky shit, but yeah, I mean, what's the money line?
What's the money line?
Like 700?
It's like minus. Nah, let me check here. The -500.
Yeah. Fucking
If you're greasy about it, but some people are talking about teasers. I wouldn't recommend teasing it, but if you have to tease it, -7 teaser.
Yeah. Also, TJ Watt's not even going to be playing.
Exactly. There's a lot of injuries on them, but I mean, if I had to pick gun to head right now, I would take the full 10 points with the Steelers. But right now, I'm not really fucking with it because Steelers offense is sus. Bills defense is looking real good, real better. That second half,
Steelers offense been looking better though. Last couple of weeks, with they've been using Najee way more. He's been having way more better production.
Yeah, the run game is getting better, but the total here on this game is 36, bro.
Oh. Yeah, it's gonna be like a super snow game in Buffalo too, or what?
Yeah, open 41. Now it's 35.5 to 36. So I'm assuming a lot of it has to do with weather, not just money,
Yeah, Buffalo this time of the year is terrible. So
yeah, this early money ain't gonna move it 41 to 36. It's a combination of money and combination of money and weather reports, injuries, things like that. So just for me, yeah, I mean, for those that want to tease it, I'm not going to do it. I would rather take Pittsburgh +10 on this. The under is cool, but I mean, at 36 is too low for me. I'm not going under on that one. So this game's a little stinky to start the day. Just for those that are real degen, if you really want to degen out, you could put that -500 as a leg on your greasy parlay and start it with that, on the day if you're really greasy about it. But other than that, that's all for me on that. But yeah, Buffalo should win. This is like if Buffalo can't win this game, it's like you're not Super Bowl material right now this year. But they are getting a lot better. What's up? Do you like Buffalo too, or are you giving Pittsburgh a chance?
Yeah. I don't know. Fuck Pittsburgh.
Hey,
this is an easy win. This is the tear for Buffalo right now, bro. Beginning of the year. For the Gen G, shout out Gen G. I think a lot of us picked Buffalo versus SF in the Super Bowl, so
that's very possible.
Buffalo's turning it up right now, especially the way it's ending at the end of the year. I mean, Baltimore's still there. Let me not get ahead of myself, but yeah, it's getting interesting, man. This is a whole new season right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got Buffalo, bro. How bad is the weather?
How bad is the weather? Let's see. Let's check Buffalo weather report here. We're doing live with the weatherman report.
We're here with Stormy Cheeks.
With Davy Cheeks. Pause.
Davy Cheeks.
Let's see. The game is on Sunday. Sunday. Wow. It's gonna be windy. Looks like an average of 29 miles anticipated there. In the morning, you're looking at 72% humidity, but it's 25 degrees Fahrenheit. So 35% of chance of precipitation. So it might or might not snow. Not a big deal, but the wind is the biggest factor.
Wind is the worst for these games. You can't do.
How many picks, dude? How many picks do you think John Allen throws?
He got to throw one, especially against Pittsburgh. Like the only thing is, like, I'm just discrediting Pittsburgh because they've been so terrible, and then they fucking made it. Because only reason they made it too is because Titans beat the Jacksonville, so
yeah,
I got them in there also. But hey, yeah, one pick, maybe 2 picks. He threw 2 picks against Miami, right? They both threw 2 picks.
Yeah, he threw picks. He always throws picks and still wins. So it's like their defense comes through. So
and they were hyped. Him and Stephon Diggs linked up for like a good play that game. And they went viral at the end. They're showing the video of them whispering to each other, 4 more wins, 4 more wins. So
that's it. Before they could part ways after that. Stephon Diggs can't wait. He's like, I want to win a Super Bowl so bad with this guy, so I could just dip after.
I think I'll take the -10. I think I'll take the -10 though.
Okay, we're going ahead and this. Laying 10s had never been cool with me on the Bills, though. That's just too much, I feel like. But hey, the line hasn't really moved. It's been really at 10. And that means there's no one way or the other. It looks like it might be some stalemate number. Yeah. So next up here we got Green Bay Packers going to Dallas. Another greasy leg for those that are into the grease monkeys out there. But this is a perfect teaser piece here. Dallas -7, now 7.5. You 6-point teaser, bring that down -1.5. I think it's gonna be competitive. I'm not laying the -7.5 with Dallas. I'll tell you that, because I think Green Bay could make it competitive. Could even backdoor cover this 7.5. So, but overall, obviously Dallas is a superior team. If they do play their A game on both sides of the ball, like they're hard to stop. You know what I'm saying? But what do you got on this?
Yeah, man, I would actually take maybe the -7.5. It's going to be in Dallas. Dallas is great at home. Green Bay has been on fire. Jordan Love has been playing really well, but I think Green Bay's defense is just kind of sus right now. Like Alexander's coming back, right? Jair, or is that his name? I think he's coming back, but CeeDee Lamb is playing lights out with Dak right now. Like against like this is the perfect team for Dallas. It's when they play against like the gritty, top 5 teams where they're supposed to be a top 5, but when they play against the top 5, they don't play like a top 5. You know what I mean? Like this is like the team for Dallas to shine.
Yeah. No, it's their game to lose right here, like, because they should win. They're at home, huge favorites against a weaker, younger, inexperienced opponent who, has potential, but this is pretty good for Green Bay already to make the playoffs.
Oh man, for Jordan Love in his first year as a starter to make the playoffs, bro, you can't be disappointed as a fan. Like you can't be crying off of air no more. Like to this to happen, like to actually you guys make it to the playoffs. That's awesome.
Yeah, and under-over is really high right now. It opened at 49, now 51 in some spots, 50.5.
That's crazy.
So it looks like
maybe do the under.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with the total on this one, but because I'm split both ways, right? You could definitely see it being a shootout with both of these teams and both teams being able to score, and be like a 30-24 game, 30-27 game. I could totally see that shit. But Dallas defense is good, so they could have a chance to kind of stop things. But I feel like Jordan Love's a gunslinger. You know what I'm saying? So he whether he's down or he's up, they're going to be able to pass the ball, So we'll see. Maybe Bland will get a pick 6 and we'll go. But I'm just a little too scared to lay that -7.5. But tease that for you teasers and you grease monkeys. Tease or moneyline parlay. And for the nightcap, we have the LA Rams going all the way to Detroit, D-Town. -3. Detroit's -3. What do you think, man? It's been like
Man,
that.
I got the money line LA Rams on this game. This is strictly
Oh,
because
big dog.
just strictly because just the way I've seen I've been watching Detroit a lot this year. They've been winning games, but they kind of like I feel like they kind of on that pretender side. You know what I'm saying? Like that game against the Chicago Bears, like early in the season, that was like telling. You know what I mean? For me. But
Yeah.
they have like the ballers on the team. Like shout out to Amon St. Brown. He for sure took me to the championships this year in a few of my leagues. You know what I'm saying? Great fantasy player. Also Montgomery played well this year, and then they got Gibbs balling. The defense has been playing solid. Aiden, you know what I mean? But I feel like like the last couple of weeks when they had the starters in, like you got a healthy Matthew Stafford. The defense is a little bit better. I feel like that offense might be too much for the Lions defense. And like the
Yeah.
Lions be doing like mental things where they be fucking up. Even like it's not even just the players, it's the coach who be fucking up too. Like certain calls that he did that they lost because of him this year. They was like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Like in
He's
certain
just like all
situations, like spike the ball. Like, come on. That's like, Madden 101 right there, bro. Like
that fool always is like, no matter the situation, he's going for 4th down.
oh yeah,
So
that one game with the field goals instead of going to OT and shit like that.
And then he's always gonna go for 2, no matter what. It's like, bro, there is some math involved. Like there is some basic math involved in this, bro. You don't need to do this right now.
But then, like I said, what's interesting too with the variables of this game, bro, it's these are like they're not rivals, but there's funk for sure on that team. You know what I mean? Like Jared Goff got kicked out of LA after going to a Super Bowl a year after, right? Got shipped off to Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Because there was issues maybe between him and the coach and stuff like that. There was like, rumors are saying that he was trying to like smack on McVay's wife, or he called her hot, or that was like one of the play calls or something like that.
Oh,
And he didn't.
Nah,
Yeah,
it was
look it
named
up.
after her or something. That's crazy.
Yeah. They had a little drama like that, and then also Matthew Stafford, he's going back to Detroit where he played most of his whole career, and it's in the playoffs. Like, is he gonna light him up? Like, what's he gonna do? He got Puka breaking rookie records. You know what I'm saying? And you still got and Cooper Kupp's gonna be coming off rest. He took the last week off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kyron Williams took last week off. He's been running like a fucking bull in a china shop. You know what I'm saying? That's another big fantasy guy who won a lot of people's championships. You know what I mean? Balled out. So I just feel like that firepower for them is going to be too much for Detroit. Yeah, but then also Detroit's going to be on fire, bro. This is their first playoff game in how many years?
Forever. I don't know, like 30 years.
30 years or something like that.
I don't know,
bro.
like 20 something to 30 years.
That might be a factor too. That just came to me right now. I forgot. They might be on some like just next level hype kind of thing. Eminem gonna be out there doing 8 Mile shit, you know what I'm saying?
Or are they gonna be overhyped and Goff slips up, and Rams have been there before. McVay's been there, Stafford's been there, you know what I'm saying? And then now you add the youngins, like you said, Kyron and Puka to add on to the cup, because those guys been there. The guys that they're winners, so they know what's up. Let's be honest, like a lot of people counted the Rams out before the season started.
Well, they were playing like Dookie. Like the last 8 weeks is where they really started like oh shit, these fools looking for real.
Yeah, Stafford still got it, bro. So don't count him out, bro. He's still last of a dying breed. It's
healthy
hard to be
Stafford.
That's the only thing. Like he's getting older and his body's always kind of failed him on his back.
Yeah.
But he's low key one of the great whites that people don't talk about.
He is. It's just he was in Detroit for so fucking long. It was just so they weren't winning nothing. Like you're putting up points, but if you're not winning, and then you're in a market like that, nobody's paying attention to you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But now they're starting to pay attention. So.
Oh, he's a Super Bowl champion. I think that's enough, bro. His first season out of Detroit, he won a Super Bowl. That you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm writing that too. When I saw the +3. I got it at +100 even money. I was like, hey, I got to at least put something on it for now. I'm surprised the line didn't move. I've been waiting to see if there's any move, and it's been stuck at 3. I mean, Detroit's getting a little bit of money, so you'll see Detroit at like -120 in some states, but it's not getting off that 3 right now. So yeah, we'll see, man.
Also, like if the Rams win this, also it'd be a rematch with the Niners. So I kind of
sprinkle money line, like you said. Well, you're on money line, so I'm definitely gonna sprinkle on it probably too if it stays like this. But the +3 ain't bad. The total is pretty high, so we might be in a treat this day after a low-scoring morning games. The afternoon and the night game might be high scoring. It's 51.5 right now, so it's a high number, but I can see both these teams scoring.
Yeah, they could put up 20 something easy, and it depends if the defense wants to come like real hard nose also.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'll see. I'm not a big totals guy right now, especially in this type of matchups in the playoffs yet. I gotta see how the line moves. But yeah, I like the Rams here as well. What makes me afraid is that everyone I've talked to so far does like the Rams as well. So you know when it's like if everyone likes it, then it starts being like you know, like God damn it.
But it's also just like just with the Lions, what they've been putting out, bro. Just being a fan of football, just with the little knowledge you know, and like from watching the game and studying, it's just like, man, the Rams I feel like they're the better team.
Yeah, and it's the playoffs, so it's like the one game. You know, like it's not really situational anymore. It's like this is the game, and these guys are going all out with what they got. You know, they're trying to win. You know, ain't no dead spots. Grand finale, bro. Last Monday night football. I don't know if they're gonna do another one, but Philadelphia going to Tampa Bay. Can you believe? And Tampa Bay is the 4th seed. Are my eyes deceiving me? Against Philly, who's dropped 5 straight or something like that. It's fucking crazy, bro. And now they're the 5th seed against Tampa Bay. So, I mean, they're still the favorite. Philly is -3. It was 2.5 now 3.
We might if Detroit does beat the Rams, Niners might play the winner of this game as well.
Yeah, well, I let me tell you what I already did. I put it was at 2.5. I put Tampa Bay in a teaser with the Dallas Cowboys, so it'd be like Dallas Cowboys -1.5 with Tampa Bay +8.5. Because I think it's going to be a tight game, even if obviously Philly, even with their losing streak, is technically the superior team, but with injury, it hurts.
But how you feel about that? They got goose egged by the Giants. And that was actually a meaningful game where they had to play, bro. Like Philadelphia had to compete in that game because they were still fighting for where they were going to land.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Talent wise, the injury I'm concerned about. They don't play.
Devontae Smith is hurt. Well, he's coming in hurt. Hurts is hurt. He's been hurt, all hurt, and then
his finger. You see
what's the other dude's name too? AJ Brown. Yep, he's hurt too.
And Swift. Yeah. They had to rest him last game.
Yeah, man, this might be I don't always want to say, but this might be like Tampa Bay. I'm gonna have to take the money line.
Baker Mayfield.
It's just because, like, dude, to get skunked by the New York Giants, like, that's still like that's pretty sus. That's what we say, red flags. That's a red flag right there, bro. Tyrod Taylor.
Any worse?
Yeah, because if you lose here and you get skunked, it's the playoffs and your season's done.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get skunked though. But yeah, no, I like Tampa Bay to at least be competitive, so I'm not gonna risk it. But I can see why some people think it's a buy low, cheap price for Philly. At a field goal or better. But anything past that, it's hard to lay points with them with their performance.
Or maybe Philly was just playing possum last week. They're just like, we're just trying to get in the playoffs, and then
that finger didn't look like a possum, bro.
Oh yeah, he did dislocate his finger in his throwing hand as well, right?
Yeah, man, that shit was gross. Let me see if I can see it. Fingers.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's pretty. Philadelphia, they're on a 5-game losing streak.
Yeah, I think it's 5 for now. So they dropped 5 unexpectedly.
After they played the Niners, huh?
Yeah, I can't find a good one. Oh, here we go. Let me see.
Yeah, man.
Here we go.
He's looking for the middle finger of Jalen.
This is Jalen's middle finger. Let's see.
That's funny. This where he's just throwing it on the side where he just like, that's you could just tell his mood. He just like, fuck.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
It looks like no racial. It looks like Samoan gang signs.
SOS crib.
Some Tongan gang signs, man.
Tongan crib.
EPA shouts out.
But yeah, man, go back to that playoff thing you had, please, so we can make these motherfucking beds.
Yeah, real quick. Okay.
Yeah, man, crazy football season by the end. It's pretty sad, but pretty exciting. My Niners on fire still, getting some good rest.
Hey, I mean, they need much needed rest because
Nah,
injuries
yeah.
were
I just hope they're not
plague
like.
everybody.
I hope they're damn like rusty, like rhythm and timing.
Not rusty nor musty.
No, they ain't gonna be
Wait,
musty for sure.
by the way, I forgot to mention on the last game, I like the under. I fired on the under 45. It's already to 44 right now. Catch it now if you like the under. I think both these teams' defenses could probably hold out and
Yeah,
keep this a tight one. So, yeah, best bets, best playoffs pitcher, whatever you want to
yeah. I'm gonna
give to the people. We're redeeming.
start off with a fat parlay, man. We're gonna do
Oh, he said fat.
the Browns, KC, Buffalo, Dallas. Man, the last two is sketch. Nah, I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
Wait, can you repeat that?
All right, Dallas, Buffalo,
Dallas, Buffalo,
KC, and Cleveland.
KC, and Cleveland. Okay.
And then we're gonna do two straight up ones, man. Get you some plus. We're gonna do straight up
Plus money.
Rams, straight up Rams, and talking about it just had me.
See what the Rams are at.
I'm gonna shoot with the damn Bucks, bro. Fuck it.
One Rams, you get at 145, 150. You get a 150 out there. And what was up? Bucks, straight Bucks.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. I like those dogs as well, definitely. Bucks at 140. Let's just say 140. Outright win. Calling them outright wins, man. That's crazy, man. I'm on the same wavelength as y'all. I do like that Rams plus the points, and it's on the money line as well. But I'll start with my teaser. I'm going Dallas minus the 1.5. It's a 6.2 team teaser, minus 120 or better, along with Buccaneers from a plus. Well, you get +3 now, so but I would go +2.5 to 8.5 or +3 to +9 is okay. And then I also like the Browns, bro. I got them at -1.5 and money line. You could take them at -2.5. I still think they cover. So we'll take a 2.5 there. And what's the last little nugget I want to give? Oh, I like the Philly and Tampa Bay under. Well, I got 45, but even 44 you could get pretty much right now too. So under 44. Those are the three looks right there.
Under 4-4.
But I do like that KC look as well. You can incorporate them in some way. Because I think they pull out the victory.
Yeah, man. I just think the injuries for Miami is just a wrap for them.
Yeah, this is too tough, but they're a good team, man. They're going to be a good team again next year. So let's see. But I hope y'all have a great time. Shout outs to Michigan. The college football's over now, and Michigan dominated the game over Washington. I know everyone loved Michael Penis Jr.
Harbaugh to the NFL next year?
Why not? What else is he going to do? Where should he go? The Raiders?
They're saying Chargers and Raiders.
Chargers and Raiders. Chargers for sure. Yeah, Chargers. If I was him, I would go. You're in LA, that's a good market. Get some money. You got
you're in
some
Vegas,
potential.
so no state tax in Vegas.
No, Vegas is cool, but
hopefully Vegas
they're gonna rock with AP.
Hopefully they do, bro. If they don't, that's just straight blasphemy.
that's straight trash, if they don't. So let's count that out. He not going there.
Harbaugh to LA.
How about now? He's gonna pull up some bullshit like Redskins. I mean the Commanders.
Yeah, and then also who got fired? Mike Vrabel.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. Titans fired. I mean,
they're probably gonna do some shit. I have a feeling that Belichick is done in New England.
Yeah, that's the rumor. Belichick's done in New England. Well, he should be done in New England.
Yeah,
he needs to go somewhere else.
Like you said, Commanders, they fired Rivera, and they also signed the Warriors' old GM, which is pretty crazy. Which I made a joke that now they're gonna sign Draymond to the Commanders.
Who are you gonna play linebacker?
He'll finally get
DN?
his chance to hit.
Yeah, hit motherfuckers. Yeah, but yeah, man, this is gonna be exciting, man. But it's gonna be sad every week. We're gonna have less and less games, but each game's gonna be fucking crazy. Meaningful games, bro.
Yeah,
Make it happen.
this is the real season right here.
This is it all
Playoffs.
comes down to. But hope y'all make some money, bro. Whether you follow or fade, just go ahead and put your comments on there. Type what you like, what you don't like, but just always make sure you smoke it down.